Hey guys, as promised, today we're going to run through the Powerbox 400.1, its features, its functions, and also how to install it. Many of you guys have already seen and love the Powerbox 400.1. Ultra tiny, ultra compact 400 watt monoblock amplifier. This amplifier can be installed anywhere in the car without really taking up any footprint or any space. The amplifier itself runs at 1 ohm, 2 ohm or 4 ohm, offering a massive 400 watts RMS at its 1 ohm impedance. With the amplifier, what's included is an ultra compact bass controller to give you access from the front or rear of the car depending when you install, and also 2 high level input plugs which can be attached to speaker wires if used in the classic amplification installation. Now, to install this amplifier, we have 2 very unique methods. We have one, our rapid fit installation kit, which we'll run through in a moment, and 2, our ISO installation kit, which we'll also run through. The task we had as Vibe R&D was to create a fast and easy way to install a monoblock amplifier with any subwoofer, just like this one behind me. How to do this? Well, not going through the bulkhead of a vehicle was the first point. So what we looked to do was creating a way of, without getting through the bulkhead, getting power to this amplifier. To do this, we created the power loom for the rapid fit kit. Now, the rapid fit power loom includes a fuse spur. We have an example of a factory fuse box here. As you can see, this is what typically would be inside any modern vehicle. Racks of fusing, and you'll often find free spaces in there. Using a simple multimeter, test the spare fuse socket to see if you have a 12 volt live. 9 times out of 10 there'll be one in there that you can use. Simply plug in the fuse spur into the fuse box. You now have live power for your amplifier within moments. Simple earth cable. Now, often near all fuse boxes you will find an earth, because the fuse box itself will need an earth. So within sort of a foot or 2 foot of the fuse box you will find a earth. Our earth-in cable comes with a forked connector to allow you to connect onto the factory earth, and the power and earth cables both come ferruled. So the ferrule will allow a perfect connection into the amplifier itself. The second way in which we made it ultra easy to install was to get signal. Now, the most difficult part to get to the amplifier is often signal, especially if you're using the factory head unit just like the Volkswagen one here. So to do this, by this amplifier having high and low level inputs both on the same connector, we created our Quick Connect RCA cables. Now, the Quick Connect RCA cables come with 2 connectors. The connectors open up. These are then clipped directly onto the speaker cables that you would find on your factory vehicle. One positive, one negative on each side to give essentially 2 channels of input to the amplifier. This is then connected into your 400.1 monoblock amplifier, and away you go. You've got signal, power and earth, and your amplifier is away and playing. Fastest install we've ever had. Second methodology is if you want to be even quicker. As we saw in the Powerbox 65.4 video, you can connect this via ISO connector. That could be done to a factory head unit or an aftermarket head unit. So we created an ISO loom for a Powerbox 400.1. Now, this is only for the Powerbox 400.1, just simply due to the power rating that you can run through an ISO loom. This can only run this amplifier at 4 ohms. It cannot be run at 2, it cannot be run at 1, simply because the cable in the vehicle cannot take the power, so 4 ohms only. Now, this connects exactly like we connected the Powerbox 65.4. So once you've used your T-harness, much like you did with the 65.4, again you simply connect in your inputs, connect in your outputs, and on the end of the cable we have RCAs earth and power. These connect directly into the amplifier and you're done. Final part to the puzzle is simply running 2 speaker cables from the amplifier down the vehicle to the trunk, to the boot, to any passive box or subwoofer enclosure that you've manufactured yourself.